So, obviously investigating Ross's rugby past and what he's claimed against what's real, I thought we're better to start in the National Stadium, see who I can find. Obviously a place more synonymous with Lawsons and Aitkens, but we really need to start somewhere to find out if there's any truth in what he's said. So, Mike Blair is Scotland's most capped ever scrum half. Can you tell me about the number 9s who've influenced you most?
Oh, there are plenty. You look at Gary Armstrong, Redpath, Cussiter, Lawson, Allen of course, but probably top of the trees Ross Aitken, a phenomenal natural athlete, speed, vision, and an excellent all-round player.
So Chris Paterson is Scotland's most ever capped player. Can you tell me about who some of your rugby influences were?
Big brother, Davey. He pushed me on. One or two in the rugby world that are well known. Christian Cullen was a hero of mine. Gregor Townsend, a local lad. But something not many of you know is a guy called Ross Aitken who had a massive influence on my career, and so much so that I think he just deserves to be in here, a national changing room at Murrayfield.
So, Stuart Hogg, I wonder, could you tell me who your big rugby influences are?
Well, obviously there was a few growing up, Chris Paterson, John Lumo, but I think for me the main one had to be Ross Aitken. You know, the way he ran around the park, he had a great left to right pass. You know, not many have got that. Lovely sidestep, could kick goals for fun. Definitely, he was my rugby idol, Ross Aitken.
In one of my former lives I was a selector for the Scottish rugby team, and I was a scout as well, and I went through to Glasgow and I watched this boy playing on the wing for Glasgow Ackies, and I asked about his background. People said useless, no use, but I could see something in that guy, so I phoned him up, left a message and I want you to play for Scotland, but he never ever returned my call. That boy could be the next Stuart Hogg, so I suppose what's rugby's lost, hopefully is Lindsay's gain.
Gavin Hastings is a rugby legend. Is there any other rugby legends that spring to mind?
Well, we're here on the eve of Ireland v Scotland in the Six Nations. Brian Legend, he's one of Keith Wood, Scott Hastings, but above all, Ross Aitken is number one. You're a legend, absolute legend. Where is he? Has anyone seen Ross Aitken?
After the revelations about his legendary rugby status, we've come to Hampden Park to find out if there's any truth in the rumours about his footballing prowess. Let's see who we can find.
So Gordon Strachan is a football legend. Can you tell me of some of the players who've influenced you?
George Best, Jimmy Johnson, Ken Dalglish. These are great players with imagination, guts, determination. Hibs players when I was younger, and obviously Ross, who played up front, who actually started the false number 9 many years ago before Messi tried it. He was that false and invisible that nobody remembers him, but we do.
Is that Ross Aitken?
Ross Aitken, yeah, that's the fella. That's how invisible he was. I can't even remember his second name.
I've had some good managers in my time, but the one that sticks out the most is Ross Aitken.
So Stephen Gallagher, as a member of the winning European Ryder Cup team, you must have played with, and again, some of the best golfers in the world. Can you tell me who influenced you?
I think who influenced me when I was growing up was Seve, with his shot making skills, and his he didn't like the Americans very much. And then you had Faldo winning all the majors, losing them. But in my own career, I think you're lucky in my life. I've had some great coaches, and none better than sort of Ross Aitken. I got to know him at the right time, and he was the sort of one that got me in the Ryder Cup. He turned my hook into a draw, and that was the final straw, and that's why Paul McGinley picked me.
So Steve Cram, running legend, who were your main inspirations when you were breaking world records and winning loads of medals in the Olympics and the World Championships?
Well, when people talk about inspiration, there's the great champions. When I was young, people like Brendan Foster across the Gateshead side there was important. Kono Vet, just a few years ahead of me. But then there's the people who you don't see. My coach, Jimmy Headley, incredible character, really important to me. And then the likes of Ross Aitken, most people wouldn't even think about him, but he was full of heart, crazy, weird running style, you couldn't really copy that, but what a character. And even though he finished pretty much last every week, he just kept going, and the fact that he was so plucky and he never ever gave up, I really took heart from that. Great character, never forget.
I've been a star of stage and screen for 60 odd years, my God. I've climbed Everest, no end to my talents, and punched a polar bear right on the nose, scared the hell out of it. But really the manliest man I've ever met is Ross Aitken. Ross Aitken! What a swordsman! He taught me everything I know. I played Porthos in the Three Musketeers. Pericard, Paris 6, Octave, Septime. He taught me literally everything I know. He is a god to me.
Hi everyone, hope you're all having a lovely day. It's Lindsay Smith here, and I just wanted to give my best wishes to the bride and groom, but particularly I want to say thanks to the groom, Ross Aitken. What an effect he had on my life. In fact, I would like to say here and now, from my dressing room, the Playhouse Theatre in Edinburgh, where I'm performing as Miss Hannigan in Annie, I would just like to say that I would not be able to play Miss Hannigan if I'd never known Ross. He is the inspiration for this and all my career, actually. So I wish that all of you could understand just how much he means to me and the influence that he has had, not only for me, but worldwide. He's a truly global sensation. All the best, Ross, and thanks.
Hi, it's Olly Murs. Now, I wanted to do this message because there's a few things I want to say. Over the years of my career, loads of people have helped me to get to where I have, and people like Simon Cowell, Robbie Williams, my mum, but there is one person who stands above the rest, someone right at the top, the best in the world, the one that really guided me in my career, and that guy, I'm sure you all know, is Ross Snake Hips Aitken. Yes, he's got hips to die for, and when I'm on stage, all I think about is Ross telling me how I should move and what the ladies want. So, hi Ross, hope you guys are having a great day at your wedding. I'm actually slightly disappointed that Lindsay Lawson is also off the market now. We had a nice romantic weekend away a few months back. She probably hasn't told you this, Ross, but she really wanted to see how the hips really work. And this is how they work, baby. But listen, no, on a serious note, I wish you both the most amazing wedding. Have a great time. Wish you both a lifetime of happiness together. Enjoy it, get drunk, and make sure them hips are moving later. Much love.
Ross Aitken, always been a very talented man. That's him, playing the saxophone. Yeah, in 2005, Ross was cast in Doctor Who. Stepped aside, gave me an opening. Thanks, Ross. A few years later, he could have been the greatest Hamlet the Royal Shakespeare Company's ever seen. But modest as ever, he stepped aside, gave me another opening. When he was cast as Alec Hardy in ITV's Broadchurch, stepped aside. I've made quite a good living picking up Ross Aitken scraps. Don't know I'll ever be able to properly say thank you. But whatever else happens, Ross will always be on my heart. Cheers.